lot better. And do you know what? That went in a little bit thick as well.
Joining Q school next year when it starts up again.
What he put on the other side, one of my sayings, you know, walk out better than you walked in. Okay, that's pretty tasty. Welcome to another episode, and today I've got Ethan Grice with me, who's, are you 27, Ethan? Is it 27? How old are you? 13. 13. You're good for 13. Right, now, is it Runcorn? Is it Runcorn you're from? Yeah. Now, I've been training Ethan for a while now, and one of the exciting things with Ethan is that he's a young lad and everything. And unlike when you get some of the top amateurs and pros coming to you, certainly in the middle of a season, there's only so much you can do. You can't go the whole hog. You just you brush things up and maybe try and make a difference with things. With the light, which is great. It's great. Every challenge is different. But one of the ones I like about the things I like about what we're doing is that we're just going for goals with your cue action from the start, aren't we? And it wasn't easy at first, was it? And what I mean by that, he's one of the players where we can have that luxury of going to get through the ball to the best of his ability as soon as possible. And today, even though he's very new to the tournament circuit, it's only your first year on the English scene. Yeah. So it's the promise with these kids of what they can be like further down the line. And what I wanted you on tonight, you're a great lad anyway. But why I wanted you on more than anything was I want you coming on in about 2 years' time where you're like swoosh. And it's like, have some of that. Do you know what I mean? And I think you've got it in because it's coming, isn't it? Or more and more. So that's why we're here tonight with Ethan. We're going to get all these different ones, different episodes with different levels of players all the time. And I like this take on things where we're going. And so, just before we have a go at a few little things, I want people to see you where you are at this point, and we'll show you what we're gonna do. We'll have a little go in a minute. What have you got for the rest of the season? What's the plan for the rest of the season?
Joining Q school next year when it starts up again, and we're trying to get in more trying to get in under 14s, under 21s, just try and qualify and play.
Yeah, and just get more experience and things like that, and maybe start getting through your groups the odd time and things like that, and then you can take the chance and your chances in the knockouts and that, can't you? So it was just a nice little chance to get him on, and I say he's a lovely kid, and excuse me one sec, but I'm sorry, I've got to indulge in this, but he brought me this last time, so it's got my logo on, which is great. But it was what he put on the other side. One of my sayings, walk out better than you walked in. He's put on the back. Really thoughtful stuff, and that's what we're trying to do every session, isn't it? Do you know? And it doesn't say it on the tin; it says it on the cup, doesn't it? So it's the same thing. It must be true, and you know how much I appreciated that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to have a little go of just a few target things where people can just see you playing a couple of shots. I want something on record for when you come back on, when your cueing's getting better and better. Are you okay with that? All right. Thank you. We'll have a go with this in a second. Right, everyone. So just a little different one tonight. I normally use very small discs, about the same size as a cue ball. but we've kept them a bit bigger for the sake of the camera and the visual side of things. So all I'd like you to do with this is a couple of little ones that you had to let go before, but you're playing like a screw shot to get on there. But you know what I want you to do? All I want you to do is just cue that ball. You know, be brave, aim low, cue the ball when you're ready. Okay, that's pretty tasty. Not bad, not bad. You mean you're not going to get it on there all the time, but it's the right sort of area, isn't it? And then your next one, I want you to have a little pop at that one. Again, keep it smooth, visualise it, carry it out. Now, what do you think? Well, you tell me. If you had that shot over again, what would you do differently?
Backswing should be longer.
Good lad, good lad. So just stand up to it, just, be brave and cue that ball. So, you're doing well here, but it's one of them times, isn't it, where you're saying to yourself, okay, that's getting pretty predictable. I'm not going to be predictable and do that again. I'm going to do something different. And what is it? Express yourself back here. It's needed anyway, but all the fun's here as well, especially when you need it. Okay, little timing thing as well there. But we know that first and foremost we need that big, come on, Randy, excuse me one sec. Nice and brave there. Here. You see that? That's the reality of what I need there. Very good, that's a lot better. And do you know what? That went in a little bit thick as well, so it stopped the run on the ball a bit. But I think we've seen enough shots to just give a little bit of an idea of where you are right now with your cueing. He's getting better and better at getting through the ball. He can do a bit better than that. We're not going to get this right every time, I mean, look how many times I cock up with everything. But that was good, and we've seen it. We can look back in that. You can look back in that, and in times to come, right? And we'll get you back on soon, where you'll be getting it on a disc that big. All right, is that okay? Right. Thanks everyone. Just thought we'd do something a little bit different. Have a little look out for Ethan in the next few years. I think he's going to be more like he's going to be looking to be competing. In a bigger way over the next year or two on the English tour, but he's a really dedicated kid. He goes with his dad behind the camera now, Paul. Thanks, Paul. He goes everywhere with his dad. He's got all the backing of his family, and you're going to give it a go, aren't you? Yeah. So did you enjoy that? Good lad. Thanks everyone. Like, subscribe, all that business. I'll see you in the next one.